burst, and as we were just talking about, even though it's shifting a little south, that really, we may not be in the cone at this moment, but that you can't take it lightly.
This may be the largest wind field of a tropical system I've ever seen. And that's not like a hyping thing, right? It started as a subtropical storm, so it had this massive size. And as it's kind of organizing down a core, it still has this massive wind field, Kellyanne.
Absolutely, which is why we're already seeing wind this morning, wind gusts of about tropical storm force. And then as we go throughout the day, today that's expected to worsen. But like you said, even though that the cone has shifted south, I feel like a lot of people are saying, okay, we're out of the cone. We don't need to worry about this. But matter of fact, we do need to worry about this, especially as it taps into the warmer waters of the Atlantic. It's right now starting to move through the Bahamas. That's where really some of the warmest water is. And you could see over the loop of satellite and radar, it didn't look that impressive. And then boom, we had a burst of convection that has really spiked up, which is meaning that it's intensifying. Hurricane hunters are flying through the storm. First pass of the NOAA hurricane hunters already found the pressure has dropped. Winds have picked up. The Air Force hurricane hunters are on the approach to the core of the storm. We'll see what they say, but wouldn't be surprised if they find something similar. So far, we've already seen wind gusts of nearly 50 miles per hour in some of our northern locations. Cocoa already at 41 miles per hour. Orlando International Airport at 30 miles per hour. Melbourne at 41 mile per hour wind gusts. And again, those winds are expected to pick up throughout the day. Today, in total, the peak wind potential, strongest winds will be focused mainly into Brevard County. We're talking about hurricane force winds. Rest of Central Florida, tropical storm force winds, but nevertheless, it could be a high-end tropical storm. But this is based on the 4 o'clock advisory. We will see what the hurricane hunters find to maybe even see if they find any stronger winds. If they actually do and they agree with that, the National Hurricane Center, then they will upgrade that storm. Again, we'll have to wait and see. But what we do know, the impacts are still the same, regardless of that cone shifting down to the south. Beach erosion still going to be a significant impact. Wind gusts also on the high side. Flooding, tornadoes, all at medium. But I do want to talk about our seas and our beach impacts, at least for this portion. We're already seeing wave heights right around the center, right around 26 to 24 feet. Down into Brevard County, it's 9-foot waves. But then as we go just off the coast of Flagler and Volusia County, we're talking about 17 to 24-foot waves. These waves are expected to really get big as we look towards Wednesday and into Thursday. Thursday, anywhere from about 18 to 21-foot waves. By Friday, conditions gradually improve as it moves up towards the north, and by Saturday and Sunday, 3 to 4-foot waves. But again, today, tomorrow, we are talking about beach erosion, really high surf, and also storm surge. Certainly can't be ruled out. 3 to 5 feet of storm surge is a potential. Of course, the other story, at least for today, is going to be the threat for severe weather increasing. We have a level 2 out of 5 in terms of that severe weather threat, mainly for our central and our eastern locations tomorrow. And that'll only be focused into Flagler County, rest of the area, level 1 out of 5, but nevertheless, still going to be talking about a severe weather threat. So what you need to know, models are shifting south, but we're still expecting high impacts with the worst of the weather arriving Wednesday evening. So tonight, all the way through Friday morning, beach erosion, flooding, wind, and severe weather, all a potential. So if you're still trying to prep, getting outside right now, Eric, we're still seeing some of that rainfall.
Yeah, there's downpours, as a matter of fact. And I was just looking at some of the traffic cameras around. There's just soggy roads everywhere. So take it slow this morning. It's going to be a gusty and wet start. Many people still have to go to work. There is still Orange County with school. So let's take you around on the radar. And it is through Orange County that we're watching this good downpour action moving through Windermere out toward Champions Gate, US Highway 27, Claremont, back over toward the Groveland area. We're watching these showers approaching you out of downtown Orlando. It is pouring cats and dogs on the Aliquah side of Lake Mary, working out toward Wekiva Springs, Lake Brantley, Sweetwater, eventually just south of Sorrento. More rains through DeLand, DeLeon Springs, Barberville, Ormond Beach, Holly Hill, and eventually perhaps even into Flagler Beach as this band moves in. For us in Brevard County, it's just a little bit less intense, but still equally heavy rains kind of marching on in. Through the day today, we'll watch these winds gusting 30, 40 miles per hour. By 4 p.m., another band of heavy downpour action coming in. But watch what happens here at 7 o'clock. We start to see more and more of this storm system approaching us. This is 11 o'clock tonight. Winds gusting 50 miles an hour in Brevard County, 30 to 40 across the metro area. 1 a.m., the worst really starts moving in here toward Brevard County, gusting to 60 miles an hour. And let me just stop this at 3 a.m., okay? This is going to be about when the real bad stuff arrives in Brevard County. This is 3 a.m., hurricane force winds, Palm Bay, Melbourne, eventually up toward Patrick and Titusville. Strong tropical storm force winds in the metro area. It's because of this that we need to be thinking, where in the house are we going to be sleeping? In a safer space, perhaps, away from windows, doors as best we can, and have the kids with us. Let's all be together. That way they don't wake up scared in the middle of the night. That's the last thing we all want to do as parents, right? Here's 5 a.m. tomorrow, and we can see the center of circulation in Osceola County. 50 to 60 mile per hour winds in the metro, nearly 65 up there in Daytona Beach, and then through about 7 a.m. Sunrise, worst of the weather in downtown, strong tropical storm force to hurricane force wind gusts, subsiding a bit in Brevard County. 9 o'clock, worst of the weather across Polk, Lake, Sumter counties, winds shifting for the rest of us. This is where we're not going to be seeing the surge concerns as much as the winds kind of turn around to more of an offshore wind. And then by about 11 o'clock, worst of the weather pulling away. Notice by 12, 1 o'clock, getting better. Still breezy, but through the afternoon, the storm itself, the worst of it, will be pulling out. So let's talk about some of these county by county forecasts. For Volusia County, gusts 60 to 70, higher out beach side. For Orange County, we're talking about 60 to 75 with some very heavy rainfall. And Lake County, my friends, we're talking for you, the worst of the weather starting tomorrow morning, continuing through the afternoon, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. After the hurricane moves through on Thursday, Veterans Day includes some showers on the backside of the system, but not as severe. And the weekend forecast looking absolutely beautiful. Stay with us. Continuing coverage. Return.